Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Amirul Imran and I will answer for the first question. So the question requires few solution, which is the program needs to receive two numbers that even and round, and then the program must calculate sum and subtract, and lastly, the program must make error control, and those three must be in a loop. So let's go to the solution. Alright, so we will start with the flowchart first. For the first flowchart, we will start the program with start, and then we need to declare our variables, which is the even 1, even 2, operate, and con. Even 1 and even 2 is the number 1 and number 2. Operate is the operator, con is the continue. And then we need to initialize con with y, because we will use this in a while loop. And then we proceed with our while loop while con equal to y, and if it's true, it will go to prompt and get number 1. Next, we will prompt and get operator, and then we'll proceed with error control of operator. This error control to check whether the user enter either plus or minus. If it's true, it will go. If it's false, it will display wrong input, and after that, it will go to the last statement of the loop and repeat again the loop. Next, if it's true, it will prompt and get even 2. And then we need to make another error control to check our number 1 and our number 2, whether both number are even and round number. So if it false, it will display a wrong input and it will go to the last statement of the loop. But if it's true, it will go to operate program, which is the sum and subtract. So we will look at the operate program. So we will use switch case. For the first case is plus. When the user enter plus, it will display the sum of number 1 and number 2. If it false, which is or the user enter subtract symbol, then it will subtract the number 1 and number 2, and both will go to return. And after that, after the operate program, it will go to prompt and get con, which is this to ask the user whether she or he want to continue another calculation or not. If it's true, it will repeat the loop, but if it false, it will end. So this is our program, same as our flowchart, and this is the output. There will be few cases, which is the first one, the sum of the number. So the sum of number 22 plus 12 will be 34. And then second case, subtraction. 22 minus 12 will be 10. And third case, if the user enter the wrong operator, such as divide or multiply. So when the user enter divide, it will display a wrong input. Please enter plus or minus only. And the fourth case is when the first or second number is not even and round. So the program will display one of your number is not even and round number. Please check. And lastly, if we enter n at the statement of the loop, it will exit the program. So that's all from me.
Okay. Assalamualaikum, I am Muhammad Amirul Ashraf and I will explain on question 2. Question 2 required to find the frequency of each digit in a given integer. So we will prompt the number from the user and we will count every digit in the number as sample here. This is the flowchart, and first we initialize I equal to 0, and this I represents every digit which is 0 until 9. So if for I less than equal to 9, we initialize counter equal to 0, and this counter will be displayed at the end of the program. Then we initialize j equal to number entered by the user. So if j is bigger than 0, let's say j is 211, then the program will continue. And for this statement, we will highlight the last digit. So J mod 10 will give us 1 because 211 mod 10 is 1. So for the first loop, I is equal to 0. So 1 is not equal to 0. So we will find a new J. Then second J is still 1 because 21 mod 10 is 1 and 1 is not equal to 0 and it will continue the loop. And the last J is 2 and the last number is 2 because 2 mod 10 is 2 and 2 is not equal to 0. So the loop will go on and display the second I, which is 1. So if the number is 211 mod 10 is 1 and 1 is equal to 1, so the counter will increase. The second number is also 1 because 21 mod 10 is 1. So the counter will also increase. And the last number is 2 and the counter will not increase because 2 is not equal to 1. Then after the loop has complete, the program will display the counter, which is right now 2. Then it will continue the loop. And the second is I is equal to 2. Then it will continue until I is equal to 9. And after I is bigger than 9, the program will end. Okay, this is my program. We are using for loop and it is nested. So if I run the code, let's say I put my student ID. So the program works and the number is 1 is equal to 1, 8 is equal to 1, 0 is equal to 2, 2 is equal to 2, 9 is equal to 1, and 4 is equal to 1. And that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aiman. So next I will explain about question number 3. So for the question number 3 is to determine how much of an area to leave uncut so that the harvested area is reforested in a certain period of time. So given in the question, the area has a total of 14,000 acres with 2,500 acres uncut and a reforestation rate of 0.02. At the end of this program, it will showing the number of acres forested at the end of each year for a total of 20 years. So next we move to the flowchart. So for the flowchart, it will start with start, then it will declare variable rate, uncut, and acres. So it will we will initialize the value of rate, which is equal to 0.02. Next is uncut equal to 2,500, acres equal to 14,000, and also for year equal to 1. So we use a while loop. So for the while loop, if the condition is true, which is a year is equal or less than 20, it will calculate the value of uncut using the formula uncut plus bracket uncut times 0.02. Then it will display the number of year and also the uncut. Then the year will plus 1 and it will repeating this loop until the condition is false. So when the condition is false, which is the number of year is equal to 21, it will end the program. So here is the coding. So here we will declare the variable rate using double, also uncut using double, then integer for acres, and it will display the rate of reforestation here, and at the end it will display the number of uncut area according to the year. So after we run this program, so here is the display of the output. So that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Kazizul. I will be explaining the question for number 4 for this assignment. This is the question. So I had to break down this question into details, which is firstly, I will calculate the amount of money that user will have when they invested at the fixed rate and compounded yearly. Next, the system will ask the user to input the initial amount and the number of years and also the interest rate per year. And lastly, the question will show the output where the amount of money that user will have at the end of the year and also for each year that the user has invested. Okay, moving on to the flowchart of this program. Firstly, the program will start and we need to declare the variables I, X, which is for the loop, the amount of money, years, interest rate, total, and total loop. Next, the system will prompt and get the amount of money, the years, and the interest rate to the user. And we will start the calculation with interest rate equals to interest rate over 100, total equal to amount, total loop equal to amount. And for the first loop, we have two loops here. The first loop is for variable I, and if the statement is true, the system will proceed the calculation and it will display the total amount of money that the user have with the year they put. And the system will proceed with the second loop, which is for X, and in this loop, it will display the amount of money for each year, and the system will end after that. This is the coding. We also do the set position to make sure the money will not have extra decimal places. So I will run the program. For example, we put 3,000 for the initial amount. The number of years we will put 10 years, and the interest rate is 5.5%. And this is the result for the first loop, where we will see at the end of 10 years you will have $5,124. And this is the result for the second loop, where we will see the output where the years the user put and the money that user gain for each year. Thank you.